Hi guys, this video is about the data entry process into the Rev Man. For the first step, you're going to close the first window which you see, and then you are going to open the new file. A new wizard will open, and you're going to click next and select the intervention review, again next, and enter the title of the review. The intervention, for example, we are doing the SGLT2 inhibitors in diabetic patients. So we're going to enter the specific title here and then click next, and then we are going to select the option of full review. After that, we are going to finish it, and you can see a page like this. The next step here will be entering the studies you have chosen already. For this, you will go to the study and the references portion, double click on the studies and references portion, and enter into the included studies. Then right click and add study. Then you will enter the study ID. For example, here we have taken 3 studies. The first one is the EMPA REG, and we are going to enter its name on the first. EMPA REG, EMPA REG. Then we are going to click next. We are not going to change any setting here. Next, and click type the year in which it was published. Then again next, and do not change any setting. Next, and finish the software, the wizard. You can see the name of the study on the top of this file on the right side. Then you have to include the remaining studies of your choice. Again, you will go to right click and enter the study ID. For example, the next study we are going to enter is Canvas. After entering its name, click next. Do not change. Next, the year of publication of Canvas. Next, do not change. And now we are going to choose the option of add another study. Continue, add another study, which is Canvas R. This is another study we are going to use in this example. Next, no change. Year of publication 2017. Again next, no change, and finish. Now you can see all the 3 studies here on the right side window. These are the names appearing here. After that, the next step will be entering the comparison groups, for which we'll go to data and analysis. Click on that and enter the comparison group. Our comparison group is SGPD2 inhibitor versus control. So we are going to enter it like this here. Then next, and do not change, and finish it. After entering the control group, we are going to enter the different outcomes which we are going to observe in these studies. For the first type, if you have raw data, then you are going to enter the data type according to the variable type of the study, for which we have chosen the dichotomous. Then we are going to enter the name of the outcome, which is mortality here, and then we are going to label the groups. The group 1 is experimental group, which is the SGPT2 inhibitor. Next, now we are only going to change the analysis model to random effects and effect measures to risk ratio. Next, we are not going to change the settings, and now we are going to change the graph labels. The left graph favors SGPT2 inhibitors and the right graph labels as control, and then we are going to sort the studies by year of study. Next, and finish it. Here you can see a table of such type. Now you have to enter the studies which we have already entered previously into this particular table, for which we are going to right click on the mortality and select all the studies and click on finish. here we can see 3 studies entered here, and now we are going to enter the data of these studies like this, and you can see the forest plot has been made here. Now we want to save this forest plot, and we will click on the forest plot button and see this forest plot, and you can see the p-value here as well. Now we are going to save this from this save option. Click on it, and then you can choose the destination area where you want to save this particular forest plot, and then we are going to change the format in which we want to save it. For forest plots, we will be saving them in the form of PNG. Now we are going to enter another outcome for which we have already been given the odds ratio rather than the raw data. So how can we add that? For that we will going to choose generic inverse variance and click on next, and then enter the name of that outcome. Again the group labels, next. Now we are going to change the analysis model to random, and now we are not going to change the effect measures because we are already given odds ratio here. Next, and no change, next, and then enter the left graph label experiment to SGPT2 inhibitor, and the right graph label to control, and sort the studies by the year of the study. Click on next, and then click on finish. You can see this type of table here. Now we are going to enter the studies in this table, for which we are going to right click onto MI and then enter the studies by selecting all these studies. Finish. Now we have the studies here, but it says logs of the odds ratio, but we have odds ratio. For that we are going to click on the study and then going to click on the calculator button, and here we can enter the odds ratio, the confidence interval, the lower value and the higher value. For odds ratio, the example we are going to add the odds ratio and the confidence interval for that odds ratio you can see in this picture, and then we are going to update the data table. Similarly, for the remaining 2 studies, you can see that the forest plot has been made, and we can again save the forest plot here by clicking on the save button, and the next